Okay, let me give you a little insight on what you're seeing here. Dark brown supports the copper colored track. That is Copperhead stripe. If you look over here, you see the superstructure with the I-beam structure. That is actually the station. That's going to be the station. And from your perspective, if you come back over here to the left, you'll see some concrete pillars with anchor bolts sticking out the top of it. That is actually the storage shed. So the trains will get parked there at night. We'll move them off the transfer track onto the track. They go into the station over here. And I can see over here the gray item. So you'll load the station there. Then you see the track comes out to your right, comes to the JoJo roll, comes around a 180-degree turn right here. And where the plastic is actually where the launch barn is going to be. So you'll come out of the station, you'll come to the JoJo roll, you'll roll over, you come around, you'll stop in the launch barn. We've got a show that goes on in there, and then it launches you. It goes from 0 to 42 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds. If you extrapolate that out to a 0 to 60 mile an hour run, it's 3.5 seconds, which is about as fast as you're going to get to go in a Corvette. So the acceleration is the same as a brand new Corvette. To give you a little bit of perspective, I was having a hard time with the perspective from 0 to 42 because that's not what we know. We know 0 to 60. So for all the gearheads out there, it's basically the same as an L1 Corvette right now. Nice. Okay. And then what you see the first loop is under construction right here. All right. You see 2 or 3 curved pieces right there. So they put those in yesterday, and they're working on. They should be completing the loop either today or tomorrow. Is what's planned. So we've got all the steel here now to complete this. So all the steel comes in containers to Germany. They ride the boat over. They come into Charleston, they're ported in Charleston, and then they ship them here on a truck. So we're unloading containers, probably anywhere from 3 to 6 containers every week. We get tracking. So we should have everything here in about another month. There's 3 yellow rigs out there that look like drill rigs. That's exactly what they are. All the foundations over here are drilled here. So what that is have you guys ever seen a well being drilled? They usually use a 6 or an 8-inch bit. We're using 30 and 36-inch bits. So it's a big hole. We put rebar in it, pour the concrete in, and that's the foundation. It goes all the way down to bedrock. So all these foundations out here are anywhere from 15 to 22 feet deep. But it goes to bedrock, and that's what the coaster sits on. The foundations out here, you see where the steer cap on them. There's multiple gears that go down to bedrock to support the coaster. And that's one of the best ways to use the coaster foundations here at Carowinds. So we've got 3 drill rigs out here supported by 2 cranes. They work out here basically Monday through Friday. We catch up on Saturdays for rain and whatnot. The site was rather wet today. The hurricane slowed down a little bit, so we're in the process of catching up right now. Anything I didn't cover? 5 inversions. You guys have all the specs on the ride already. 5 inversions, 0 to 42 miles an hour, 2.5 seconds, double launch coaster, plenty of sequence motors. The first dual launch coaster in the Carolinas. 3,255 feet long, 6/10 of a mile. I told you about the Corvette. All right, I'll take a few questions. I can. Sure.
What makes this unique? There's terms you use, but I'm not a coaster freak. Explain it to us.
Okay, the thing that makes this unique is it's a launch coaster. So you don't have the traditional chain lift going clackety, clackety, clack, and it pulls you up and uses gravity. It actually uses a linear synchronous motor, which if you take an electric motor and stretch it out, and roll it out, that's what that looks like. So you've got the stator that's actually on the track. So it's an aircraft carrier. So you actually launch the plane on an aircraft carrier, they use steam. We're using like okay, well what happens? We got 2 launches on the coaster. So 5 seconds. Then you go through the loops, right? You go through the track, and it's a real low coaster. So it's only 42 feet tall. So it's supposed to mimic in the hills, in the mountains, running moonshine. That whole thing kind of close, you know, off close to the ground, twists and turns like that. And then when it gets to half the ride, you go through another launch, but it's a moving launch. So you hit that launch at about 30, 35 miles an hour, and it bumps you up to 50 miles an hour, and you go through some more. So it's got 5 different inversions. So you launch at the beginning, and then halfway through you launch again. So you come out of the launch tunnel, wow, you fly through, and then you come to another straight section. It goes slightly uphill and then launches you again, so you accelerate again. You know, like the cops are chasing you, I gotta get the gas, let's go. I got moonshine in the trunk.
If we blink, do we miss the ride altogether?
You don't. The ride is 2.5 minutes long. Okay? And the acceleration is comparable to what you feel in a hopped up car. You know, something that they would do back in 40s and 50s. Lots of horsepower. So the acceleration is that type of acceleration. It's all based off that era and what you can do with big muscle cars. And like I said earlier, a modern Corvette, if you nail it 0 to 60, that's the acceleration that makes you up and down. So it's being introduced to have the track complete mid-December. So we're there again. The weather's good. We've got the contractors out here are awesome. They're really doing a good job. They're trying to, if we can make up a day here, make up a day here, get ahead a day here, get ahead a day there, that's what we're doing, because we know we need to get ahead where we can because we're going to have some weather. So you have to pay it forward. So you keep your foot on the gas on this construction stuff. You take advantage of every good day you have. Because you're going to have some bad days where it's not going to be, it's like that hurricane. Hurricane shut us down for 3 days. So we got to make that time up. So luckily we were ahead a little bit, so it didn't put us too far back, you know, with the rain and whatnot. So it ebbs and flows. So you keep your foot on the gas and you keep moving forward every opportunity you get. But right now, I think the track will be done before the middle of December.
Can you tell us the height of the loop? I know that the top hat is 82 feet.
82 feet. The exact height of the loop, I don't have that number in my head. It's probably 75 feet at the top. Do you like the color of the track?
I do.
That should be a unique color.
What exactly is that color called?
We call it copper.
I know that. I mean, I don't know had a technical name.
Your shirt could be blue or it could be, you know, they have all different names for colors. I don't know the exact name.
I don't know what color you ordered.
Well, it's actually the exact color that was on the sample that we got for it.
Oh, really?
So the color is spot on. Yeah, all the colors. They did a real good job painting it.
I like that.
So it comes in painted already.
Yeah.
So it's actually painted in the factory, so it's got a really good paint job on it. Anytime you can paint inside like that, you get a much better paint job than if you have to paint it outdoors. It's kind of like doing sheetrock with a manufactured house. It's straight and dry. It's all, you can make it perfect inside.
You've got most of the track already here on site.
The majority of it's here. We've got about 70% of it here. The rest of it will be here within the next 5 weeks.
All the supports here, or still missing some of those?
We're still missing a few of them, but the majority of those are here. We're waiting. They sent all the supports in the first wave, so we've got more supports than we have track. They sent the supports here because you have to. The track goes in individual pieces, so they send the supports first. So that's got to go up first, and then they'll put the track on. So now it's coming. So we're getting supports and track. We're getting more track and supports because almost all the supports are here.
Now the LSM system will be built before that structure is actually built around it.
The LSM system actually mounts to the track itself. The stator's actually mounted to the track. The coaster's got a pin on it that goes through there, and then the stator's energized up and flies through. But there's actually 2 launch cabinets, big electrical cabinets to go actually underneath the storage unit. That's where the control is. Underneath the station we like to do an open space. It's not closed in, but it's actually, the storage track's actually built like a concrete bunker. So it's got concrete sides and concrete top. And then the storage, the trains will actually sit on the track that is on the top of that concrete roof. And then that'll be enclosed off so the sun doesn't go on top of that. But underneath is all basically concrete bunker.
2 trains?
Three trains. 18 people per train. 16 people per train. See, I know I was going to get 4 in a car, 4 cars. Yeah.
Hey, Mike has a question for you.
Steve,
Sure.
I remember previously you said each ride has to be ridden 100 times without failure.
Correct.
When you open up a brand new roller coaster, is it still the 100 times or is
It
it more
is.
rigorous?
It's 100 times.
Yeah.
It's
But
actually
there's testing that goes on
it's
before
more
that.
rigorous. The manufacturer, with a brand new ride like that, it'll end up with 500 to 1,000 cycles on it.
Yeah.
But we, at the end, once they think we're done, then we run 100 cycles with no fault.
Okay. So the
Before we-
manufacturers
no,
come
that-
in,
yeah,
they
that-
run it almost 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And then your team runs it 100 times.
We run it 100 times. When they think that they're ready, then we start our testing. We run it 100 times with no fault
Wow.
before we open it.
And then it's
Then
ready.
we let, yes, then we're ready for the public.
That's great.
The state inspections have to happen and all that, but that's internally that's what we do. If we can't get that 100 cycles with no fault, then we don't open.
Okay, good stuff.
It's got to be safe. It's got to be reliable. It's got to be fun.
That's right.
With the LSMs and the whatever type of braking system you're going to have, how much will rain affect this ride?
The rain doesn't affect the launch at all. Okay, because it's non-frictional. The rain will affect it as far as it won't run. It doesn't. Okay, let me start over. That was the whack. The rain really won't affect the launch at all. It really doesn't affect the braking system on it. What it will affect is the ride experience. You know, you don't want to get pelted with rain, so it'll run in a light drizzle. We won't run it in a big downpour. So, great question. It's also we're planning to run it for Winterfest. Really, for 2019. This is actually one of the rides. That was one of the considerations when we built this ride. Will it run in the cold weather? So this one will run in a little bit cooler weather than like Fury or Intimidator. So we made sure that we've got those parameters tweaked in so we can run it for Winterfest. So this ride is scheduled to run for Winterfest 2019.